What would China do if the United States attacked Iran? President Donald Trump has threatened to bomb Iran. He's ready to take military action if Tehran doesn't reach a deal with the White House over its nuclear program.
In such a case, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu would likely play a major role. But US leaders know that attacking Iran is no easy task.
That's why Trump is still looking for a diplomatic solution to the nuclear issue.
However, analysts are warning that things in the region could take a turn for the worse if Iran and the US can't find common ground.
If the United States does go ahead and strike Iran, there would likely be backlash from around the world. And right in the middle of this global chessboard stands an important player, China.
So what would China actually do if war broke out between the United States and Iran?
Iran is a major power in the Middle East and is seen by both the US and Israel as a threat to Western interests.
That's because Iran has both nuclear capabilities and strong regional influence.
The Iranian regime, under Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has built a regional alliance to counter Israel and the US, including groups like the Houthis in Yemen, Hezbollah in Lebanon, and the independent Palestinian group Hamas.
These Iran-backed groups frequently carry out attacks on Israel.
Recently, the United States has increased its military presence in the Middle East, reportedly in preparation for potential strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. The USS Carl Vinson has joined the USS Harry S. Truman in the Red Sea, and the United States has also deployed B-2 bombers to its joint base with the UK on Diego Garcia Island in the Indian Ocean. Meanwhile, Israel has been making its own preparations to strike Iran and has ramped up military deployment along its border with Iran. All of this has caused a major spike in tensions across the region.
Iran, for its part, is strongly opposed to any aggression from the United States or Israel. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard has already targeted American military bases across the region and is expected to launch more attacks if ordered by Supreme Leader Khamenei. Now, as for China, Iran isn't just another country. It's a strategic partner. Recently, Iran held joint naval drills with China and Russia in the port of Chabahar, near the Gulf of Oman. These joint exercises were meant to show a united front against regional threats and, indirectly, against increasing US pressure over the nuclear issue. Both China and Russia have told the United States that Iran has the right to pursue its nuclear program, and they've described American interference as illegal. In March 2021, Iran and China signed a 25-year strategic partnership. Under this deal, China agreed to invest hundreds of billions of dollars in Iran's energy and infrastructure sectors. In return, Iran offered China favorable terms on oil supplies. But the United States has recently imposed sanctions targeting oil shipments between China and Iran, which caused a temporary setback. In response, China and Iran have started conducting their transactions using the Chinese yuan instead of the US dollar to show economic resistance.
So what would China do if the United States directly attacked Iran? Analysts believe China has three likely options: diplomatic condemnation. Beijing would publicly denounce the US aggression and call for peace. As a permanent member of the UN Security Council, China might even push for an emergency session to discuss the situation. Economic support. China could boost its purchases of Iranian oil, ignoring US sanctions. That would give Iran a significant economic lifeline during the conflict. Geopolitical pushback. If the United States threatens China's energy security or disrupts the Belt and Road Initiative, China could respond by flexing its muscles geopolitically. Maybe by ramping up its military presence in the South China Sea or forming tighter alliances with other US rivals.
That said, China is not expected to get involved militarily. Thanks so much for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update from S News. We're committed to bringing you fair and balanced news.